Hello, I'm Shuli Ghosh in Doha. The main stories here on Al Jazeera. Somali government troops backed by African peacekeepers have been battling rebel fighters in Mogadishu. Officials say at least 40 Al-Shabaab fighters have been killed in some of the most brutal clashes in a week. African Union soldiers were forced to get involved when the Islamist fighters came too close to the presidential palace. But despite the heavy fighting, Al-Shabaab still maintains control of parts of the capital. Reports say 4 US soldiers have been killed by roadside bombs in southern Afghanistan. It makes July the deadliest month for coalition troops in almost a year. Fire! Meanwhile, Al Jazeera has been reporting on how US Army rules designed to limit civilian casualties are making the fight against the Taliban in the northeastern province of Kunar particularly difficult for the soldiers there.
You guys are firing back?
No,
we should be firing
back, but you can click there.
So you gotta call all the way down to the battalion, get them to give us clearance to fire, and even though we're getting shot at.
In South Africa, poverty is forcing desperate mothers to abandon their children. The country is facing its worst recession in 2 decades. Charities looking after abandoned children have reported a sharp rise in the number of babies being dumped by their parents in recent days. Harry Mutasa visited one care home in Johannesburg and explains how mothers surrender their children to these homes.
So this is a typical drop-off centre in Johannesburg, which is literally a hole in a wall. When a young mother feels she can't look after her child anymore, she opens this flap here and places her baby here on the cushion. Now an alarm goes off and it rings in that building there behind me. A caregiver who's on duty 24 hours a day comes out and takes the child to safety. This is much safer than leaving the child out in the streets. And if the mother wants to dump her child, normally it's done in the middle of the night according to people who work here. She won't be asked any questions.
And you can find the latest on all those stories and more at our website at aljazeera.net/English.